SuperTalk.com. You all have to wait till Friday to watch the Ole Miss women's basketball team take the court for the Sweet 16. But today we get to talk to her, Coach Yo's husband, not her husband. She ate the whole team, but Coach Yo's husband, Kelly McEwen. Hey, Kelly.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing so well, and congratulations. I know, you probably feel as much love and support as your wife has and the team has, but I feel like all of Mississippi is just getting behind the girls and Coach Yo, and just want to give a big bear hug of congratulations. Have y'all felt that from everybody?
We have. It's been a great experience. With the girls had a chance to really get the experience last year, but this year it's more of, we're out to really show that we can do some things, and the support from the state of Mississippi and also across the nation from a lot of our friends that we've been having great communications with or great relationships with. It's been wonderful.
I love one of the titles on Ole Miss's Facebook page was "This is not a Cinderella story," right? Like they had the talent, they were ready to go. They've been looking hard all year for this, and you could see just the sheer joy and excitement when the game was over Sunday and the girls recognized, they're taking the program to a level that it hadn't been in 16 years. But what was it like being there, Kelly? What was it like being on the court, being, not only a rebel at heart, but also married to the coach? What was that moment just sort of like for everyone?
Well, for me personally, it was surreal, but it wasn't surprising. Really, my wife and I, we talked about it since the beginning of the year, and she's not one to say that I have the greatest team of all time or anything like that, but I'm that guy that would say, Yolett, you have a team that can make it to a minimum, at least a Sweet 16. And we talked about that back in November when we lost to Utah. We had that conversation. So seeing everything come into fruition and having a chance to beat a team like Stanford, I mean, they're phenomenal team, phenomenal program with an awesome coaching staff and awesome players. To do it on on that big stage in their house, it was awesome. And then for me, they try to sit me behind the bench, but I actually sat in the middle of the Stanford fans on the other side. So it was all a sea of red and then this one little guy with navy blue on. But the fans were phenomenal. They treated me very well. It was a great atmosphere. You can't ask for anything else for women's basketball.
Oh, I love that. That is a great sort of tidbit. It's you standing up, that's my wife, in the sea of red. But rightfully so. I mean, I think anytime you have such a good game and then you have such a phenomenal ending, then the emotions just start to pour out. I love all the math to it. I think you're going to Sweet 16 after 16 years, and that's the team. But you and your wife got married the same year I did, and so y'all are fixing to celebrate your Sweet 16 in marriage. So has Coach Yo always sort of had her eyes set on, the big prize of this way? Has she always been Coach Yo for the last, decade and a half with you?
Well, yes. Yes. She is the most phenomenal person, the best person. God knew what he was doing when he gave me Yolett and gave her me. And the way that she thinks the big picture, and then she has somebody that's going to support her for that to make sure that picture comes into fruition. So Yolett she knew that this would happen at some point in time. I don't know if she knew it was going to be this quick, but she knew that she can do this here in Oxford, here at Ole Miss, and make this back into a championship caliber team and program. And it's been wonderful. And for 16 years, I've been able to sit here and actually just watch and study greatness. So that she's also a teacher of mine, and she doesn't even know that. So I'm pretty sure she's going to hear that now, and she's going to tell everybody that she's now my teacher. But, that's how it works.
That is how it works, and that's how a good marriage lasts that long as well. You've only got us by a couple of months. We're October. I read where you guys were in June. But what's it like being Coach Yo's husband on game day? So does she have any fun rituals? Is it like no talk, straight to the court? Or, give us a little bit of behind the scenes. Like, what is it like when it's, time to get to the court and do business?
So, once you're with somebody for so long, you start to figure out their tendencies and their routines and, of course, rituals and things like that. But for me, I get out of the way. It's that simple. When I know it's game day, I make sure that our family's taken care of, the kids are taken care of. It's her mom and dad are are with us. They're taken care of. And she goes into this hibernation mode, or not necessarily hibernation, but she separates herself just to get really focused, and she starts to do her thing. And she has a down packed of what she needs to do, and for me, I just make sure that everything else outside of basketball is taken care of, so she doesn't have to think about it.
Another reason you've been married almost 16 years, Kelly.
Yes, that's correct.
And I know your two girls are there with you all. I saw all the picture, or one of them I know is there with you guys in Seattle, of the team landing, getting off of the plane, getting to sort of settle in before Friday's a big game. What's it like there? What's the weather like there?
First of all, it's beautiful right now. It was supposed to be high 40s and low 50s, but it seems like it's 60 degrees and clear skies. Both kids are with me today, so I have Yuri, my 5-year-old, and Yasmin, my 10-year-old, and we just came from the Space Needle. So this is not the first time Yolett and I have been to Seattle. She coached at the University of Portland back in 2007, 2008, and for her birthday, I brought her to Seattle, and we ate at the restaurant at the Space Needle. So having my children get a chance to come and see that, and me explaining to them, I brought your mom here 15 years ago, so just them having a chance to see that and experience that, this is a learning lesson for them, but it's a great experience for them as well.
I can't imagine what it's like for Coach Yo to be the coach of the team that's going into the Sweet 16, but I also can't imagine being one of the teammates or one of the girls or being one of the girls' parents, that are also flying to Seattle to support all of their hard work that's being paid off and recognized. How is the team and the coach kind of keeping their nerves down, focused on the mission for Friday, kind of, not letting all of it, get the best of them? What we doing? We getting some ice cream, some yoga sessions? What we doing behind the scenes?
Well, right now they're focused. They are really paying attention to what the job is at hand, and I think they're going to be able to come out and give their best effort. This is. I think we only have one player on the team that this is their first time going to an NCAA tournament, and that's only because she's a true freshman. So everybody that was here last year had a chance to experience it and understand what they needed to do to prepare, and they're doing exactly that this time around. And the girls, this is the most connected I've seen them ever. So this is nothing new to them because of last year's experience. So I think just with them, it's just right now just enjoying the moment, but preparing for the next game.
So
which is against Louisville.
Well, I was going to say, do we know who we're playing? I'm not in the realm of that, so we know we're playing Louisville coming up on Friday. What's there? Are you going to change your seats, Kelly, and sit in the middle of the Louisville fans? A little superstitious there at all? It worked back on Sunday. Are we going to try that again on Friday?
What's weird is that normally I stand wherever they sit me. I always remove myself. It just so happened I normally stand at the corner, away from the bench, but towards the corner of an open spot in the gym. And at Stanford, they would not allow me to do that. So that's the only reason I went across and stood and was in the middle of a sea of red. This time around, I don't know what the protocols are yet, but I can guarantee you this. I will not be sitting behind the bench. I will either be standing or I'll be across the way in the middle of a crowd. Well, so I'm prepared for that.
And I think Mississippi is prepared for sure to show up Friday. What time is the game, by the way, on Friday?
I'm not too sure. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say I think it's 7 o'clock our time here.
So that'd be 9 p.m. our time here. So we're going to have a lot of late nights on Friday to support Coach Yo and all the girls who have just, worked so hard, as you mentioned, Kelly, just really stayed focused to what their mission is. And they're not done yet, right? Like, this is excitement, but this is hopefully just building up for the next level of excitement. But regardless, what a wonderful story. I appreciate your time. Give the team and your wife all of our love and support, and hotty toddy.
Hotty toddy. I would definitely do so. Thank you so much for having me.
All righty. You guys stick with us. We got more good for you coming up next.